Going live. We're going live.
I was asking how'd you want to start?
Oh, you just um
Let it happen naturally.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you already know how we flow.
Yup.
Here it is. We
There it
back.
is.
What's up?
What
What's
is
going
good?
on, mans and women's?
Woman.
What's
What's
up?
up?
So you already know what time it is. You already know what game it is, and you know what day it is. It is a Monday, and we back at it like bad habits and crack addicts. It is January. No, it's not. It's June 1st. It is June 1st. You know what I'm
Halfway through
saying?
the year.
We got the
Mm-hmm.
team. You know what I'm saying? Technically speaking, new. So, look, I know we usually do the technically speaking the news that you can use and new. Damn it, we just gonna clap ourselves in here for another day. All right.
Welcome
All
to
right.
June.
With that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk too much because I'm gonna let my mans take it over. Don Rupp,
Yep.
what's
What up?
up? Dr. Poole,
Yes, sir.
what's popping?
Nothing much, man. As far as life goes, it's the same shit. Are we doing just a classic introduction and a welcome back, or you want me to get right into these NBA finals?
Man, we can jump right to it, brother. Jump right to it.
All right. In that case, we have it. It's official, right? Tomorrow, game one. Game
Nah,
one,
nah,
San
Wednesday,
Antonio.
Wednesday, Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Oh, wait, what
Wednesday,
day is it today?
Today's
Monday?
first.
Wednesday.
There you
Yeah, it
go.
is.
Wednesday, game one. You got the Spurs versus the New York Knicks. Man, I'm so excited. I wish it was a day earlier, if you know what I'm saying. And we
Yeah.
got San Antonio fan over here, Bobby with an I, right? Bobby, let us know how you're feeling right now.
Oh
Mm.
man, you know we are pumped. We have been watching all 7 games of the Western Conference Finals, led by yours truly, Victor Wembanyama. We also call him Wemby, Alien. He's got all sorts of crazy nicknames and stuff. Man, San Antonio was lit on Saturday night. They had like a full blown like Nike ad with like a little alien sign over it that they did with like a drone show. I don't know if y'all saw any of that footage and stuff over there where you're at, but
Nah, we didn't see that.
it was crazy. It was crazy. We were talking about leaving the country. We're like, we're all going honking. That's what we do here. If you're tuning in from San Antonio, boy, don't be wretched. Don't be that person on the street, y'all. Like, don't be blasting us on San Antonio, making us look like hoodlums. All right,
Oh
let's go
man.
celebrate, man, because people
Oh,
act dumb whenever the Spurs win. People act stupid when
so
the
if you saying
Spurs.
that, I think
I'm
you just
sorry,
said
Is it the
you said
people or
something
the
you shouldn't
man.
alcohol?
say.
Probably the alcohol more than it is
No,
the
no,
people,
I
right?
don't. I don't know when we were growing up and the Spurs won and we would go down military honking and stuff. We'd be out there celebrating and like throwing our hands around and stuff. And now you got people standing on top of cars and twerking, and now they got like 17-year-old boys now like brain dead and stuff because the car took off that he was on top of. Like, I don't know how you
Whoa.
do these things, and they're out here making San Antonio look bad. But listen, let's
Yeah.
let, let's keep it focused on the Spurs, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm
They
gonna
still
go
got four
out the
more to
gate.
go though. You know,
Listen,
you making it seem like they already
listen.
got the championship. You
Well,
know something we don't know
because
about.
there was a lot of people already counting them out. They were like, "Oh, OKC has already got the stats. They got the wins, this and that, but they did not make it."
I'm gonna tell you, I knew
Spurs
OKC.
led the
I'm
entire
surprised
seventh
OKC got
game.
that far. I mean, don't get me wrong. OKC
Yeah.
was the defending champion, but the only reason why they were the defending champions because Wimby was out last year because he had that blood clot.
Oh,
Because
that's possible. I got
real
That
I
talk,
got
is
a couple of thoughts on that too,
that
man.
is
and
crazy.
I'm not a Spurs fan at
But you know
all.
what? Congratulations to the New York Knicks making it to the NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Congratulations though to them because they have not had or even been in a champion since 1973.
Oh, that's not true. Last time they were there was
I
in
don't know.
1999.
99.
Was it 99?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
went
The
against
first
the
time,
Spurs.
the 99 finals. Okay, so you know what's funny about that? When
They
they went against
lost.
the
Maybe
Spurs
that
in
was the last time they
99,
won, but they lost against the Spurs in '99.
when they went against the Spurs in 99, it's funny because one of our
They
Spurs
lost against the
stars.
Spurs in
Yeah, yeah,
'99.
yeah. They lost against the Spurs, but they went up against Tim Duncan at the time. He was 22 years old.
Dude,
And
David
now,
Robinson, man, Sean Elliott.
Yeah, they
yeah,
had the
those are
Those are
general.
squad,
Man.
bro.
like local celebrities here. I had seen Tim Duncan call him the Admiral.
They
Not
got
Tim
the
Duncan, but
dreads now, man.
David Robinson. I
David
know
Robinson.
Tim Duncan, man, he's looking rough, but you know what? He should be
Look at
enjoying.
Russ.
He should be enjoying his retirement. Let that man look as rough as he wants. Okay, as
Yeah,
long as
he
he's got
got
the skills that already paid the bills, that are still paying the bills. Like.
he got hair. That's all I gotta say. That man still got hair. But you know
Hmm.
what? And
Mhm,
he was how old? 22 and 99, right?
mhm.
He's still in his 40s. He's like in his late 40s. That's
Right.
not bad. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
Yeah, no.
I'm still a
Um,
damn it.
but yeah, no. And then of course, got Victor Wemby going up against
Wimby.
Brunson. Yeah, we call him Wemby. Man, we got a
What
lot of
did you think
good
about the playoffs,
players.
Corey? Did you see any of the playoffs yet?
Man,
Just conversational wise. What's up, Corey?
no,
You
no, no.
see any of the playoffs, man? You
Yeah,
watching it?
I watched them with my son, man. Let me just say this. I like the city of Oklahoma. I do. I don't like the team. They
Okay.
and then SGA, you know,
Uh-huh.
and Kobe used to shoot the ball and used to fake and get people to get the jump shot. And then
Yes.
he tried to do it. The problem is SGA was bad at it. He
Yeah,
looked
we're gonna get
so
into that too, man. We're gonna
okay.
spend a little bit of time on the flopping segment. I got some
Yeah,
stuff for that. But go
All
ahead.
right,
Yeah.
I can't wait to
but you know
hear.
what I'm saying.
That's good.
But like honestly, I think now as far as the East Coast, like I thought James Harden and Cleveland was gonna pull it out, but they didn't, right?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Boston, the reason why Boston wasn't there all the way, because Tatum re-injured that injury he had last year.
Oh, dang.
With the what is it, the Achilles, torn Achilles. I don't think it healed properly, which is ouch. You came
He
back too
did come back.
early. Huh?
Yeah, he came back at record time, man.
But he got that same injury. So and those injuries are career-ending injuries. And I
Yeah.
know that Tatum was balling when he was back in, but that goes to show you, man, you come back too early, you can be able to mess up not just yourself, but the whole entire team. Now, Boston, they
Mhm.
were out of it. Like, and you know, Boston has always been a playoff franchise. They always get there.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they had Shaq on there, they got there. And nothing against Shaq, but at that time, the NBA was a runners league. Like everybody running.
Plus, he
So
was old. For
yeah, he
me, I
was.
didn't get to see too much of it, man. I'm disappointed in the NBA as far as the streaming services, man, because for like 70% of the games, I didn't get to watch because it was only streamed on Peacock or it was playing on NBC. So most
Yeah,
of these games, I had to follow highlights, man. Like I'm getting
Oh
the
man.
update by the minute on my cell phone, of the games
yeah.
and shit. It's terrible for the NBA, and I wonder if Silva, right, Adam Silver or whatever his name is going to try and make some changes to broaden the market for the NBA, man. Because I was able to see some games on Amazon Prime, but
Yeah.
not compared to how many total games there were during the entire playoffs.
Nah, I feel
Did you
you.
guys have trouble seeing any of the games, or you guys had no
No, no,
problem?
no, no, because we had I mean NBC local here, but ain't nobody watch on NBC. We already had Peacock,
Yeah.
so it was one of the streaming services that we kept. So
I got the streaming services because of the fact that my mother-in-law loves watching these things too. And it was simple. So I was like, oh, Peacock. I don't matter by the way, I don't have cable. I just
Yeah,
have
me
stream.
either.
I just have the internet. So I was like, okay, so it was on Amazon Prime or Peacock. I'm like, okay, it's cool. I got them both. I'm not
Yeah.
tripping. But what I would say is this, I think honestly, I think the Western Conference Finals is going to be better than the NBA Finals. I just think so.
It could be. I
You
like the
know,
matchups, man. Like, are you guys familiar with the squads? Like, obviously the Spurs, but like, you guys know Karl Anthony Towns, man. You guys ever see him play?
I saw him play when he was with Minnesota, when he was with what his name? Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
And he
So
honestly, he was whack.
Yeah.
He was
I
whack
want
over
to.
there,
they have Towns going up against Wemby right now.
which is a horrible.
Yeah, well, it could be. It could be. I mean, it depends, right? Because if you look at the way Chet Holmgren played, right? Like, if you ask me, he's the reason why OKC didn't pull out Game 7 was because you can't have your all-star center only taking 2 shots an entire game. That's
Right.
just ridiculous. But ultimately, like when you look at those two centers, Chet Holmgren and Karl Anthony Towns, they're almost exactly identical. They both stay on the outside and pop the three. They are not super active down low in the post, and they're about the same size compared to Victor Wembanyama. The difference is, though, Karl Anthony Towns, I don't think he's going to be afraid to actually go at Victor Wembanyama the way Chet was, right? Because
Right.
even though I didn't get to see the majority of the games, I saw the highlights, but more importantly, I heard the people talking about it afterwards as well. And it's like, I don't listen to Stephen A for everything, but like I'll take his advice on this one, right? Like, you know,
Mm.
it's like the
Yes.
flopping thing, right? Like,
Look,
what do
that
you
was
think,
just
buddy?
that was just absolutely terrible. Okay, so I'm going to point out a couple of things that we saw. I think it was like game 2 or game 3. We were talking about how stuff was happening in front of the refs and they were pretending like it wasn't happening. There was one player on OKC who grabbed Castle's hair and pulled him back really ugly in front of the ref. Like you can go back and look at the replay as we were all doing. We were like, this guy chose not to
Yeah.
call that, right? And so there were, I think, one, maybe two refs that were like no longer in the game. I could be wrong. If I recall, maybe some of the cheese I was listening to, like a couple of the refs got pulled because they weren't calling stuff that they knew full and damn well were fouls.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
they mastered the
and
art of tripping people, right? Like,
it's just stupid. You rewatch some of these clips and you're like, how? Like the person didn't even get touched and they threw themselves on the floor. So every single time SGA came up to go do like a free throw, everybody in San Antonio, all if they were at the Frost Bank Center, they were like, they're like, "Boo, you flopper," or something like that. They were screaming. It's
yeah,
like the
let's,
whole thing. It
let's
was
get into the
crazy.
flop series because I wanted to ask you guys a question
Let's
about
go.
these floppings because, like, it didn't start with SGA in
Right, right.
Oklahoma, like. So, anyways, yeah, what did you guys think about the flopping? I saw some of the highlights, and the go downs were kind of stupid. I agree with you guys. I also saw how like SGA in particular maneuvers his feet to where he could put his foot behind your foot and you'll trip, or he'll step on your foot
Mm.
and catch you just so you kind of stumble and then get out of the way. Also, right? So those are little tips and tricks that in basketball they look dirty, but I mean they're very smart if you can get away with it too. But who's really the flopper in the NBA right now? Let me ask you guys that. Who's really the flopper?
You better not say LeBron James. You better not say LeBron James.
I
Don't
would say
say it.
LeBron James.
Huh? You
But I
gonna say
think it's just a generation thing, right? Because if you really look at the people who were drawing fouls, Kobe Bryant was a master at getting people in the air and drawing that foul, right?
yeah,
Get you in the air and then he jump into you and pop it up and get in there.
yeah.
But he wasn't really flopping. But it's not so
Nah.
much a flop game for SGA. It's the way he's getting people to foul him, right? Like he's doing things that are causing people to foul him where he's not really getting fouled, right? And
Look,
Kobe
man.
started that shit, man, with that. Oh, gotcha. I'm
Yeah.
foul. I'm going to the line. I'm going to the line now 20 times, right? It was cool
And
for Kobe, though.
but Kobe used to get the and one, so he would make the shot. Every time I see SGA shoot, I'm like, dude, and like I seen him make one, right? Because there was a time where I really wanted not SGA, but Oklahoma to go far. I didn't want them to go to the championship because I'll be honest with you. I don't think that when I start seeing all their flops and all, I'm like, dude, play the game and stop being animated. The animation gotta go. I'm
That's what I
sorry.
was thinking.
And that goes for anybody in the NBA. Like when I see a guy do like this, oh, when nobody head is near you and you
Yeah.
do one of these just because you couldn't get through because he's guarding you well, and then
Yeah.
you want to have the referee, you're gonna look at the referee and point him like this, bruh, play the damn game. People didn't go to that arena and pay $400 and $500 seats for you to sit up there and do a horrible job of acting on the court instead of playing on the court. You see what
We're
I'm
going to
saying?
watch a movie instead of watch a game.
Right. I really
Great
watch
acting.
X-Men. You
What do you
feel
think,
me?
Bobby? What do you think about it? What you got?
So I didn't start looking at the science of what they're doing in basketball when it comes to the flops until I think in 20 don't listen, don't quote me on the year. It was 2014 or 2015 when the Spurs went up in the finals against Miami Heat and I watched LeBron do it. Not until that championship did I start noticing. I'm like, wait a second, there's like a whole science, there's a game to what they're doing. It's not just the basketball, it's the flopping, it's trying to get the other team to get to get the foul so somebody can go and get over
Get
at the
fouled out.
free throw line. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just these
They did a
these
hacker shack rule because they knew that if you could get Shaquille O'Neal on a free throw line, he ain't making it.
Yeah.
They had to create a rule specifically for one
poor
man,
Shaq.
you
Yeah.
know?
No, it's a thing. Even when he was out of the league, when he retired, people were like, "Oh, they're gonna go ahead and foul him because they know he's 7 feet tall. He can't make basket." But they
Mm.
started see. I think what happened is when they started recruiting these extra tall people, they were like, "Look, you don't have to run up and down the court. You sit here and make 100 free throws because Wemby was shooting. He
I'm
was
about to
Yeah.
shooting
say
from the 3 point
uh,
line from
half court,
half
half
court.
court
Yeah,
3-pointers
I
is
was
what he was
like,
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not gonna make that every time though.
no, but
maybe not, but
he
he had
made
a
it when it
couple.
counted.
He's no
He,
Stephen
he
Curry
had
now.
he had that buzzer beater, man. That buzzer beater. I don't
Yeah,
think I got to see that clip, but it was so good. I'm like, oh, dude, this is what I'm talking about. That's good basketball right there. That's
Yeah,
what I want to see.
one of the interesting things too is between Oklahoma and the Spurs is the whole entire state battle between each other. Like the rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma in itself
yeah.
is legendary, right? And so I'm sure that probably added a whole nother layer to this that me and you, Court, probably don't even really recognize. Like, let me ask you, Bobby, were people going extremely crazy more than so because it was against Oklahoma, or were they just like, oh, whatever, it's just another team?
It's the Spurs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
being a Texan, homegrown Texan.
I want to say honestly, it was because it was just the Spurs. I don't think it was so much a Texas and Oklahoma thing. I know for sure
Yeah.
when it comes to college football and stuff,
Mhm.
there's definitely the
the
issue with like
rival.
Longhorns going up against the Sooners or something. So yeah, there's gonna be some rivalry right there. But I think when it came down to this, it's just a matter of the fact that the Spurs have come this far because I
Yeah.
don't think that they were slated to come and make it past the Western Conference Finals. So
Nah, I knew if with a healthy Wemby, of course they were. The
Yeah.
man took 3 steps from the from the 3 point line to to a dunk. I
bro,
saw with my
Wemby's
own
just
eyes.
huge.
I saw. I thought he was gonna lay up. He was like, "Shut up!" I was like, "What is he doing?" This
Yeah.
guy took 3 steps from the 3 point line. Do
Hey,
you
but
know
hold up,
that's
hold up
30
a second.
foot?
And guess
He
what? He got gang of
Wemby
experience now too.
Wemby
man.
is a fantastic player. He made the MVP. Obviously,
Yeah,
y'all probably know
of
that,
course.
right? Western
Yeah,
Conference Finals MVP and stuff, which rightfully deserved. But a team doesn't get anywhere without being a team. He
of
had
course,
Castle, Sale, Fox, Bryant,
of
Johnson.
course.
Everybody was out there like making it happen.
Yeah, and
Truly
he also
making it
had seven
happen.
foot four. How?
And
It's
he
Well, here's the real deal, right? Like,
crazy.
even if the Spurs don't win it this year, if anybody bets money on sports books at all, put money on the Spurs every year for the next 6 years, and I guarantee you, at least 3 to 4 of those years, you will win money. Oh, but we're not telling you who to bet on here, though. Technically
but
speaking, by the way,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a safe bet. Like, I mean, they're probably winning this year. Yeah, I didn't think they would pull it out. I've been saying from the very beginning. I think Wemby will get to like the finals, but they won't. They won't make it past the Western Finals. But he did in a crazy game 7. But he had nobody defending him. He had no centers. And the worst center in that particular game that you could.
They
I
were
bet
like,
you
Wemby's got it.
he might have
Yeah.
got paid some money to not do nothing. The way he wasn't doing anything in that damn game. Chet Holmgren. I feel bad because I was talking him up, right? Not only on my podcast, but like on the show, I was talking about Chet Holmgren, and this guy goes 2 shots in an entire game. You're fired, right? Like you can't play basketball anymore. You can't.
Yeah,
Game
man.
7 in the final, he only had like what 2 man, whatever.
One of the
Yeah,
things for sure, Wemby was coming in with those assists. So if somebody shot a 3-pointer and it hit a rebound, he was coming in with those assists and
yeah. He
with his
better.
long
He the
arms.
tallest person in the. He stretched his arm all the way up. He 12 feet.
He's
He
like
better.
he went like this and like touched the
Yeah.
rim, like
He's like
he reaches
he
the
didn't
rim.
jump. He did not jump. His tippy toes
Oh my
went up, and
gosh.
he was like, "There you go. I got it."
Hmm.
I'm not mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wimby. Shout out to the Spurs, man.
So I know the Knicks apparently have a good offense. I don't watch the
Jalen
Knicks.
Brunson, oh, he's the
Yeah,
man. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah,
Jalen Brunson because
Supposed to
he be
supposed to
making
be really good.
appearances in WWE too, man. We salute you
Oh,
for your
really?
support to the
yeah.
wrestling business. Yeah, man, he was gonna have a match with Tyrese Halliburton in WWE, man. He's
Yeah, I saw that.
Tyrese Halliburton, point guard for the Indiana Pacers, right? Their rivalry
Hmm.
last year.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Interesting. No. That's interesting. This is good. This is going to be a great matchup.
Yeah.
Just great.
I think it's game
I,
six, man. What do you guys think?
game
I'm
four,
saying game six,
a
Spurs.
blowout.
so I looked
It's a
it up.
Can't really.
I was looking at the
blowout.
stats and what they are anticipating. It's game 6 Spurs.
Is it? Yeah, that's what I would think. Like New York will win at least one at home and one on the road if they can't win more. They'll at least
So
win one. They're at the Garden, man. It's going to be so loud at the Garden that
yeah,
Spurs and rookie Victor Wembanyama in the NBA Finals, he might be disturbed the first game or two, right? Like I called it at the beginning of game of the last game, right? Like if the Oklahoma is going to adapt and win the next 2 to 3 games against the Spurs
Mhm.
after the first game, and that's exactly what happened. But
true.
the
I just
Spurs came back, man. They got Greg Pop still talking to them in their ear too, man.
he is, and that's one thing I think that's really gonna give them that razor's edge. Game one, because wait a minute, I do believe it's game one, game two, San Antonio, right? And
Nah,
then
New York was maybe I think New York was a higher seed, weren't they? Like number 2.
San Antonio was number two.
Oh, okay, yeah, they got home court, man. They got it.
You know what I'm saying? So San Antonio got home court, and San Antonio knows how to win on the road because we just saw them win game 7 in OKC. So I don't. Okay, I give New York 1.
New
Five
York
one.
needs money, man. I wouldn't be surprised if New York won just so they could get the payout. The city.
You
I
know what?
feel where you're coming from, but it's too much money being swung San Antonio way.
So it's
Okay,
interesting
you get
that one
that.
of the things that we had brought up in a group chat with some friends of ours. My husband and I have a group chat with some friends, and all of us watch the game together and stuff. And some of us are probably like at the point where like, how much of this is fixed? There's some real talent. Don't
Maybe
get me
part of
wrong,
it.
but there's some part of it that we're like, how did we lose this bad and then come back with like a 20-point lead?
Well, there's
Yeah.
been a lot of exposure though. People, yeah, they've been doing investigations into the NBA and like
I'm
last
not
year
saying
they
that's what happened, but
they
it
exposed the ring
makes you
last year.
think. Hmm.
Chauncey Billups was exposed in it. He was one of the people who was called out for betting on games and rigging games, right? That's real
Hmm.
shit.
A couple
That's right.
Yeah.
players, a couple players, but
Yeah, yeah.
I think if anything, the refs are pocketing
That's what
Buku,
people are talking about, the
See
refs.
the
Buku,
refs.
Mhm.
the refs. I mean refs because and look, I don't want this to be a refs bashing episode, but
No,
damn
It
it,
no
could
refs
be.
bashing
it's
the
It
like
could
refs.
be.
it's like we clearly see somebody get elbowed in the groin, and they're like, just look the whole other way. Like,
Yeah.
dude, look, are you being paid by the NBA or by
Let's
the
take it to the
team?
replay. Oh, I don't see nothing. You don't
Right,
see
right.
that. You don't see that right there. All of us see it. All 9 million people watching the game see it, but you don't see it.
And then
Okay.
also
All
you got
right.
to realize some of these refs are fans because I seen back in the day. I seen back in the
Yo,
day when one of the refs was like, Jordan, I didn't see it. Can you be a little bit more evasive? Can you let me know? I'll look for it later. I was like, dude, you're a fan. Damn it, you're
You
a
know the
fan.
one I think of? The one I think of is when Kobe Bryant was playing against the Phoenix Suns and he caught that elbow by Rajah Bell and the
Roger
ref
Bell.
didn't call it and he had that huge ass lump was bleeding. He went to the ref and said, look at this fucking lump on my head. He elbowed me in the fucking head, like
And he probably was like, Kobe, I'm so sorry. I didn't see it. I'm so sorry.
fucking refs.
Well, damn
Man.
it.
Oh my
Do
God.
something about it now because I got this big bulge. Oh, we're not even going to
Yeah,
talk about
man. I see LeBron James. You touch him with a finger, he falls. He gets a foul, man. Kobe Bryant catch an elbow and got a 2-inch knot. You don't get called, man. It's a different
Dang.
time, though. It was a different
Different
time.
time. I'm about to say it's a different time, man. Different
you know
time.
what though? Game 7, there was an issue. Wemby did get fouled, but it was legit. And when they went back later, he looked at it, he was like, all right, that's my bad. There
Yeah.
was one player I don't want to say it was a tall white dude because that's like stupid. I know, no, I don't remember the player's name. I just remember he
Right.
had like brown hair. But anyways, something happened, and when he went up to go do a layup, I guess somehow or another Wemby's hand maybe accidentally touched him or something, and his hand flew back and ended up hitting like the backboard, and he
Mhm.
got like a rowdy cut
Yeah.
on his hand, and then they went back and looked at it again. Wemby was all right. That was my fault, but it all happened like really quickly, and it wasn't purposely,
Nah.
but you could tell like in the midst of everything happening up there that happened to him. I was like, oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Look.
Wemby's worst foul was when he fouled himself by smashing his head off the ground twice.
Oh, I thought. Look,
Yeah, don't forget about that, man. He came back from that head injury after one game.
and that was in playoff mode. That
Yeah.
was the next game that they played. They lost that game. And so they did whatever they need to do for Wemby. I don't know. They gave him a new, like, you know what I'm saying, some type of medicine or something. Because he got up and he came back, and I think that was the only game they lost in that series.
It was.
Who did they play? The Timberwolves.
Yeah, they beat Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert did a pretty good job of guarding Victor Wembanyama for some of those games using his weight.
Yeah, because Rudy Gobert, he's a stocky, strong, tall. He's not just bones. And don't get me wrong, I'm not calling Wemby bones, but Wemby, when he gets older and if he go bulk in the gym and tone up, like LeBron said, he was like, I can't. He's like, he can't wait for him to retire. I mean, LeBron saying he can't wait till LeBron retire. He's like, I can't compete with that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. I saw the matchup on a picture, and like just between those two, Wemby had like 4 inches over Rudy Gobert, but Rudy Gobert had 40 pounds over Victor Wembanyama. You know, so that's kind of difference. He's tall, but yeah, he's lanky.
He's lanky, which I'm pretty sure is why he got that nickname Alien, just because he's lanky.
But Tim Duncan was the same way until he bulked up after his 3rd year. If you go back and watch the Tim Duncan tapes.
Oh yeah, he was real skinny.
Very slim.
Yeah.
He got with David Robinson in that gym.
I heard he's going the Kevin Durant route though. Because even though a lot of the people are talking about he needs to get big, I've heard a couple people like Kendrick Perkins making the comparison to his workouts with Kevin Durant with how lanky he is and tall and how he kept himself healthy for the most part, right? Yeah, some injuries too, but I mean, yeah, Kevin Durant, man, is a tall, lanky motherfucker too, man. He lasted all his whole career pretty much.
Yeah, and he played about 20 years, right? No,
yeah, he's got at least 10. He's got at least 10 years.
Yeah,
maybe 15. He's a vet for sure.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard any of the rumors about Tim coming down and possibly doing some coaching?
Tim Duncan.
I saw him in the bleachers with not the bleachers, but in the office, in the coach's office with Popovich.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be too, and I was thinking the same thing too, because you could tell when a player stays around that they love the game.
Yeah,
right. They love seeing the game. They're able to mentor those new players, the up and coming stars and stuff. And I think they said that here in San Antonio we had Tim Duncan, it was Manu Ginobili, and like Tony Parker. Those were like our all-star trio is what we had. And I remember hearing something about Popovich saying that they were good players because they were coachable. Yeah. So if you were able to take, not necessarily the criticism, but the critique of of how a game could have been won because it wasn't won, and so on and so forth, and make those adjustments in the future games, that's actually what makes you a better player. It's not so much the skill, it's able to be coached. And I think that goes with even outside of basketball, just a quick tidbit. Anybody who is willing to, step up and be mentored makes them a better individual altogether. If they're willing to accept, those areas of their life where they need to come in and make some adjustments and stuff so that they can be successful in the future, and the same thing with them. But yeah, shout out to the Spurs and the Knicks for making it this far. I mean, not trying to bet on anybody, but Knicks, you suck.
So let's move on real quick because we got the rightful Spurs conversation in. But me and Corey are Laker fans, right?
Yeah.
And so we need to get some Laker conversation going on here too, because I need to get your input, Corey, And you too, Bobby, if you have any suggestions, what are we
We'll
going to
see.
do next year, man? What are we going to do next year to beat not only the Spurs but Oklahoma City? How do we what do we got to do to make it back to the finals, Corey? In your
I'm be
opinion?
honest. Can you see me?
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I'm be honest with you. Everybody talking about get rid of LeBron. I don't think we should get rid of LeBron. I know
wow.
you. I know we. Okay, so
And we need that money, man. Free up that cap. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
if anything, yeah, we do need that money. But honestly, no, man. We didn't have a healthy what's his
Luca
name? Luca. I'm sorry,
Vanderbilt
I got a little bit of I'm trying to hold in a burp.
got a little Luca
Yeah,
in your throat.
yep. No, that's nasty. No. Now Luca, I'm gonna be honest with you. Luca to me, if he was healthy, then we probably would have been able to compete with OKC a lot better. And I think we would have did a good job against the Spurs if all three of our players was healthy. But for the last 2.5 months, we didn't have all three. LeBron carried everybody on their back into the playoffs. AR came in at an okay time and not the best time. You feel what I'm saying? And Luca was just sitting there on the sideline. And I get it. You got to sit there on the sideline for team sport. You got to travel with the team in your regular clothes and you not playing. But damn it, you can't be the face of the team. And I don't blame none of the players. You want to know who I blame? I blame that front office. Because you made LeBron, who was an all-star, who was a game changer. He's a league changer. He changed his league. You made him a third option in the Lakers when, damn it, he's a one-player option. He the first player option or the second player option when it comes to his game. He doesn't give he gives you his money worth. It's not like he just getting the money and playing lazy basketball. Anytime he on that court, he's playing, he's coaching, he's directing, he's strategizing. And for you to say, "Oh, we're gonna make Luka the team, the face of the face of LA," get your mother. I don't know what Rob Pelinka. You need to
Well,
go. Get
what I
rid of
think
Rob Pelinka.
I
Even
kind of
Magic was on the same side. Right? Magic did not like Rob Pelinka, and that's the
Mhm,
reason why Magic had to roll. And I hate that Magic roll because Rob Pelinka makes some of these dumb butt decisions. I want to curse, but I'm not.
mhm. Yeah, you're right, man. A lot of it does come down to management. You know,
Yeah.
for me, I'm looking at the position overall. Like the Lakers' big concept is great as far as our smalls are. We got good guards with Roy Hachimura, right? We got a great small forward slash power forward, but we don't have no extreme big men that are great. Like I could call out Karl Anthony Towns, right? And although LeBron James is still great for his age and his game, uh, I feel like we need somebody younger, especially if that particular position, the power forward position, is going to continue to be the dominant position, which I think it needs to be. Because although, like you said, Corey, he's not great. He's got game, right? And he's got as much game as or as Austin Rivers does, at least, And so if you left those two alone because they're still relatively cheap, and you focus more on like leave Hirochi Mara in there, right? Roy, the dude popping threes, right? I just said his name, and
Roy.
you get another big man down there who could last long. I think we could get back in the finals because that's what's stopping us is somebody powerful down low, and I think LeBron James as a sixth man coming off the bench would be a great contribution as opposed to the team relying on him at 41 years old to be the leader of the team. Like, I think LeBron James himself doesn't even want to be the leader of the team. He just doesn't see anybody who's taking his place yet, right? But if you brought in a Giannis, there's your replacement right there, man. Same salary cap. We're making it to the finals every year, or at least the Western finals, and going against the Spurs. And then it's Giannis versus Wemby.
I can
You got the
see.
power forward and your center position wrapped up in one. He's just as strong as LeBron, just as athletic, but 15 years younger,
15
right?
younger.
Like, and
So
then and like a Pablo Banchero as like a center or a power forward, right? Like a versatile motherfucker who's athletic and young, like LeBron, just younger, right? And bring LeBron off the bench and let him run the fucking secondary squad, right? And be the coach behind the coach, right? Like, is my opinion.
I like that opinion, but let's look at LeBron James. Do you think he's going to do that? As
Yes.
much power that he has, nah, hell no.
Yeah,
Much
because
power,
I
as
think so.
much power he has in this league, he got a
He,
lot more power outside the Lakers. He got a lot more because that's
he
why he was.
already got what he wanted the most, though. The thing he wanted the most was to play basketball on the same team as his son. He's
I don't.
accomplished the biggest goal he set for himself over the last couple of years. Now it's a free ride. He can do whatever he wants. He can go wherever he wants, and he's gonna be selling jerseys. He's not gonna be winning championships, though, in my opinion. Not at
Uh,
41 by himself.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna side with Donald on that.
No,
I don't I
and
don't
I
think
get it.
I don't think LeBron's a bad player. I don't particularly like the man, but aside from that, he does have skills. He is incredibly talented, and I think that he would in fact make a great secondary coach for that other squad. The coach behind the coach, be the on team mentor. You know what I mean?
I get that. If he wasn't playing as good as he was, you cannot tell me that man did not revive the Lakers to bring them into the playoffs.
Nah, he couldn't win a single game. He couldn't win a
Nah,
single game
come on.
against the Thunder, man. Couldn't win a single one.
Okay,
Yeah, he cakewalked over the Rockets, but it's like when he won the championship in the Dome during the pandemic, right? It doesn't count because it's not the greatest of the
it
great,
count,
man.
damn it,
You
and
count a
I'm gonna say it count.
stipulation.
It
Nah,
count.
all right.
All
You
of
count
that
the
do count.
pandemic win because that's the only win he won with the Lakers was during the fucking pandemic.
I mean, hey, a win is a win. Damn it, we already know
You're
that.
right. I'll take
You
that
know what I'm
ring. Yeah,
saying?
you're right. Lakers got another ring for sure,
But
but it's a
no,
tainted way of going about it, man.
but okay. So let me ask you this: if he was 15 years younger, playing the way he's playing now, would you sit him on the bench?
15 years? No.
So why sit him on the bench as he's 41?
Because he's
And he's still
41
bringing
years
in
old.
20 plus. He bringing in 20 plus points a game.
That's because
At
nobody
least
else, I don't know, in my opinion, nobody else was on the team scoring, right? Who else,
they
who did they
were.
have to look to?
Hachimura was scoring.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
you're right.
you
Hachimura.
had you had what's the other guy name?
You're right.
Short young the other young black brother who he was just. I mean, he was for the time being like the when AR wasn't on the court, he was running the point, and I was like, you got to look at it. I get it. He's 42, but
Well, he
he's
got
a
1 year left, right?
he got 1 year left if he choose to. But he a billionaire. He
Yeah, he
takes
could go
care of
into
his.
the media anytime too and take up like that's where he's going to transition. He's going to go right into broadcasting and be on ESPN or
Nah,
something.
hell no, he not. He gets paid
No,
too much.
why
He gets
not?
paid too much money.
What else is there to do, man?
Bruh,
He can't play
they
basketball
barely
forever,
gave Michael
Corey.
Jordan $8 million to be a
Dude,
broadcaster.
LeBron
He only
James cannot play basketball forever, Corey.
he can't.
Eventually,
I
you got
get
to
it.
let the man rest, Corey. Let
Look,
the man go home and rest. Let him
listen to
sleep
me.
at home,
Listen
man.
to me. I'm agreeing with you. I think this last year should be his last year. He
Yeah.
played 23 years.
All right.
He played with his son. He got to the playoffs, and his son played in the playoffs. He got the assist to his son in the playoffs, made his son made it. He did a lot of things that's very monumental. There's
Yes.
nothing else because the Lakers is not going to get another championship within the next couple years. And for him to play with
No, I disagree, man. I disagree. I
no,
think if you pick up
I'm
that
saying if he's on that team, he won't. They won't. If
Giannis
he's
got
on
an
that,
open contract this year, man.
I
We
get
could
that,
pick up
but
Giannis, but we can't pick him up if we have LeBron James on the team. We can't do it because people are still relying
I
on
agree.
LeBron James to lead the team. But we need to replace his ass already with someone younger.
I don't say replace. I say LeBron bow out. LeBron
All right,
just
yeah.
bow out. Because here's the
Dude,
thing: you don't want to tarnish your legacy. You
nah,
play
that's why he should take
23
the
years,
6 man. Just
but
fucking
then
be a role
6 man
player,
didn't.
man.
Nah, fuck no, man. He's an all-star.
Jordan, think about Jordan. When Jordan came
This is my
back at
language,
his
man. You
age,
got me
he
crazy.
wasn't
Corey,
starting.
you
He was
just
coming
dropped
off
the
the
F
bench.
bomb, man.
He was coming off the bench. Think of that realistically. Michael Jordan, when he came back, he wasn't coming back as a starter. He came back as a role player off the bench.
And that's where his
Michael Jordan.
downfall was. Michael Jordan started playing with the damn Wizards, and he had a horrible ass. Excuse my
Well,
language.
that's because he wanted to take a city team and make them good, and he made them decent.
He made them decent, not good. He
At
messed
41,
up.
that's 41, Mike, and now we got 41 LeBron, right?
I get it. And 41 LeBron needs to go ahead and bow out gracefully from the league. Leave. Let your son do what he can. Hopefully, he can be his son's mentor. He can be that player, mentor, coach, but don't play and bow out gracefully. You got to where you could 5 years after you got your championship. 23 years. It's a Cinderella story. I
Yeah.
didn't win the championship, but I played with my son.
Amen.
I didn't get MVP, but I played 23 years at the top of my game,
Oh.
ending with 20 plus points per game, and still broke records this season.
Let
If
me
he
ask you
plays
guys a
another
question.
game, he's gonna lose all of that, and he's gonna probably injure himself, and then gonna be like, all right, I'm done. Because Father Time
To
is
be
gonna
sitting
catch
on the bench anyway. Might as well just sit on the bench and come off as the sixth man.
nah.
But let me ask you guys a question, right? Because LeBron James, over his 20 years, has done great things on multiple teams. What team do you respect LeBron James the most on, and who he accomplished the most with? From the Cavs to the Heat to the Lakers. I think those were the only three, right? That he's
Only
played
three.
with so far.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. So three pivotal moments in history. Three championship wins, right? Oh yeah, he went back to Cleveland again. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
I'll let Bobby go with that
Again, not a big fan of LeBron. I don't know if you even want to hear that. I knew him when he went to the Cavs, but I primarily recognized him when he was playing against the Spurs when he was with the Heat.
Okay.
So I mean, I knew he got to play, on the Lakers with his son and everything, which is cool. Like you mentioned, I mean, he already kind of hit that goal. He just kind of chill from here on out.
Yeah. Sell
He's still
jerseys.
gonna be making money. Sell jerseys. Yep.
Man, merchandising.
Go to sports broadcasting. He can make upwards up to like 20 mil in a year. In a year.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're gonna be
Not saying
replacing
he
Charles
would.
Barkley.
I think I'm gonna say it like this. His best team that he played with was Cleveland the first round. The first time he
Oh,
went
okay.
with Cleveland. And I think if he plays another game in in NBA and to have some self-worth as far as being to go down as one of the greatest players of our time of the era in basketball, go back to where it started.
Yeah.
If you go to another team that you don't have a relationship with, you got a relationship with the players. Yeah, some of those players, all the NBA All Stars, they connect outside of the game. They go to the little they went to the Olympics and all that stuff. That's great. I love it. But no, ended in Cleveland. That way, if you have a whack year, you still ended it where you started. You still gonna sell jerseys. You still can be that. And they don't have a bad team.
No,
You
I
got
mean, if you
James
take
Harden over there. They
yeah,
win pretty, you know what I'm saying?
dude,
The year
James
before
Harden
last,
and Donovan Mitchell versus Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, I'm taking James Harden and Donovan Mitchell every time, man. Every
exactly.
time.
And
And they're
the year
black, so it's like that's going to relate too, man. I'm sure that would
right.
probably be a plus.
And then you got LeBron, like you said, if he's 6-man coaching on the side, then they definitely will have be a fighting chance in the East Coast winning a chip, right?
Yeah.
Because we all know the East Coast is and they say it in NBA finals all the time. The East has a easier roadmap to the finals than the West do. The harder teams are in the West.
Yeah, especially with San Antonio back again.
That part.
Mm.
But like I said, I think LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, is arguably one of the best players that ever touched the basketball in the NBA. To end his 23 years, if you're gonna be 23-1, go back to Cleveland and put on that 6 jersey and let the world have it.
Right. For me, I feel like I like I like when LeBron was balling with the Heat the most. Like I didn't like the fact that he had to go there in order to win a championship, but like those guys were putting on shows, man. I very much enjoyed watching him team up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, especially those games they played against the Celtics. Like those are some really dynamic games that still stand out in history. So for me, I would definitely give the glory to his Heat days, right? As last time I think he won like a legit championship, prior pandemic. No, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But seriously though, like LeBron James, I'm never gonna hate on the king, right? Like, because he is the greatest player, especially for his position coming out of his generation, because he's the last big man playing his position of his generation, right? Like if you look at how big LeBron is on a basketball court compared to the other players, he's one of the bigger guys on the court. But if you played him back in like the early 2000s or the late 90s, he's an average size power forward, right? Like he's banging out against Charles Barkley, Sean Kemp, Kevin Garnett, Kenyon Martin. You know, these were dudes just as big as him playing even more aggressive. But because LeBron James, in my opinion, came in when he did, he's been the most dominant person because he's been the biggest, strongest, baddest mofo playing for the last 20 years. And he's the king. I can't deny that, man. I won't deny that. But for the Spurs, because the Spurs are there, Bobby, who's your favorite Spurs player out of all the Spurs history? Because we've been talking
Out of
a lot
all the
about the
Spurs
Lakers.
history?
Yeah, who's your favorite and why? What do you think they contributed?
So I'm gonna go with somebody I mentioned earlier, which was Tim Duncan.
Okay.
So I think Tim Duncan really set a foot coming into the early 2000s with his career with the Spurs. I think that when I saw him on the bench, it wasn't just a matter of him being a player, but he was also doing stuff outside of the Spurs. You know what I mean? He did a lot of community stuff. They do a lot of commercials. The Spurs do a lot of commercials with HEB, a lot of community work, and I think that the person that we see there is probably who he is like in real life. He seems like a genuine individual. I like genuine people.
Yeah.
He didn't let stuff get to his head. He was just like, hey, listen, I'm just here to play the game and stuff. And I like people like that. And I can respect that on and off the court because I want to be able to respect people on and off the court.
Yeah,
I agree.
No offense, but I feel like if I met LeBron, he'd be like, kiss the ring. I'd be like, you could shove that ring right up where, you know. So
I think I would go with the general, man, David Robinson.
David Robinson.
But
also,
that's
David
only
Robinson
because
does a lot of community stuff too.
yeah, right. But it's
A lot
Tim
of community
Duncan
stuff.
who I watched beat my team more than David Robinson. And Tim Duncan stopped us from
Oh
going so
man.
many times, man. And he's balling against Shaq, right? Like he was stopping Shaq and outscoring Shaquille O'Neal, man.
Yeah.
He
Tim
brings like a
Duncan.
whole couple of decades of mentorship into
Yeah.
the Spurs where he could really take us you know, with his leadership and his athleticism. I think that it could definitely take us into the next, you know, 2 or 3 years for sure, us getting into the finals.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Jay-Z gonna be performing. You think Jay-Z
Hold
gonna
on, you
perform?
didn't ask me, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. What you got, Corey? Yeah, who's your favorite
It's a
Spurs?
toss-up between Tony
And
Parker
then tell
and
us about Jay-Z concert, right? Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, we gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, because we only got a few more minutes. But Tony Parker and Ginobili is a tie for me. Because those the ones who really came in the clutch, and I saw them work they butts off.
They worked so well together on the court.
They gave Robert Horry and Kobe Bryant a run for their money. And like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, Ginobili. You know what I'm saying? He get into that corner spot, that 3-pointer, leave him alone. He was that era's Steph Curry.
Yep. Even in the NBA 2K game that I played, when you pick him, he's still badass, man. He going to the basket and he pops the three, man. He's can't defend that guy, man.
Yep.
Tony Parker was sick too, man. Great. He was married to Eva Longoria, right? He
for a
quick like in a scandal there or something like that.
Yeah, man. See, that's the thing about it, man. Basketball, that's the first basketball wife, and I think that's how she got that show, Housewives. Because she wasn't on like remember the Wisteria Lane, the Desperate Housewife. That was a show that came out on Channel 7 back in the early 2000s. Yeah. And she was on it, and she married him and divorced him, and was still on the show. I was like, Jesus, it was a crazy time in television. But you mentioned Jay-Z. He's back. He's back. Look, man, let me tell you something. Jay-Z, all right. Favorite rapper of all time, Tupac. Number 1. Jay-Z, number 2. Ice Cube, number 3. Kendrick Lamar, number 4. I don't even have a 5 and 6. Me, I call myself me, right? Because I rap. Right? And I say that because dude, last night Jay-Z, not last night, the 30th, May 30th. He performed at the Roots Picnic and he killed it. Not now, mind you, some may say his freestyle was lame. However, that freestyle was a year of letting people talk slick about him while he's fighting a lawyer who's trying to throw his name in the mud, and then having one of his best friends, former best friends, who know stuff about him, out his children that he has public and privately watching and take care of, call them anything but what they were, but what they are, which is neurodivergent, right? And then
What?
for you to disrespect I mean, for you to, and he just took it on the chin. You didn't see him go on TV. You didn't see him say, you know what, I'm gonna get this. No, he was like, let these people have it. You see,
Yeah, he's
Nicki
been
Minaj,
silent.
right? Nicki Minaj talking slick upon her on him. He just took it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? But he came out swinging, and he got that back at everybody. Because if you think about it, I think the fact that people realize he was a rapper from the hood, they get that billionaire title mixed up, thinking like,
Mhm.
oh, he's a billionaire, so he's one of them. No, he's one of us. He just know how to work with them and become one of them from being one of us. Because
Mhm.
if you talk about my babies, and yes, I have a neurodivergent daughter, but if you talk about her slick, I'm not gonna be a Jay-Z and address it a year later. I'm gonna Google your address, and then there will be a physical confrontation.
Oh,
You will
yeah,
see a
it's a
different side
serious
of
thing, man.
yeah. Because I mean, as fathers, we supposed to protect our babies, son and daughter, and especially from those who know me, who I had a relationship with, did albums with. I gave you 20 million with, and I help protect your family, and you do this to
Mhm.
me. Nah, that's balls off, bro.
Yeah.
Balls
I
so
think
off.
it's one thing to be upset at one another when it comes to adult stuff, but the moment you start bringing children into it, then it's like, okay, one, that's petty, and then all bets are off at
Yeah,
that point. I'm like, okay, we could have squashed this between us, but the moment my child's name came out your mouth, okay, that's different. I would feel the same way. I'm like, say what you want about me, you better keep my kid's names out your mouth because you don't know them. Even
right.
Yeah, I
if you
watched
did,
some of the
it's petty.
videos. I watched some of the video clips from it. Like after hearing the spoken word one that you sent me,
Mm-hmm.
just went and watched some other clips of it and started watching the video in full. And it
Yeah,
seemed like it was a good show, man. Seemed like it was a hyphy show, man. Like they replayed the spoken word and then they went right back into it. It's like, well, y'all thought that was the start of the show? No,
yeah.
and then the show started and it was even better. And it reminded me, like, yeah, Jay Z, man, is one of the greatest rappers alive, man. Because, and I say that because I got him programmed on my Pandora with almost every single one of his songs as a thumb up, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a standard in my book, right? Like, who am I listening to on my day to day? It's Kendrick Lamar or Jay Z,
Right.
and I think that ultimately, like, he's been gone for too long, and I kind of don't blame him because of how much stuff has been spoken about in the media about him.
Well,
But I'm just glad he don't got that crazy hairstyle anymore, man. It was nice seeing him rocking that big
the
ass
app,
afro with the roots up there. You know what I'm saying? Going almost calling back to like his roots and shit. Like,
right. Well,
yeah, let's see what he does.
I look at that performance was amazing, right? Because remember Rockefeller, if you know, think about it. It started off with him, Jay Z. It was him, Dame Dash, and Kareem Biggs, right? The three guys. Jay Z knew how to rap. Dame Dash knew how to talk to the business people, and Kareem Biggs knew how to produce. And then so Kareem Biggs, which is the person's over, who was over like the A&R and everything with Rockefeller, they all came together, and instead of them getting $1 million deal back in the day in the 90s, rappers getting $1 million deals, they was like, no, we want $100 million label deal to Def Jam because Jay-Z was making $1 million out of his trunk with his CD.
Right.
And so that's a great investment. And then the built the relationships he had with the people that he did on and off the stage. You know what I'm saying? he bought back. He was able to buy back his masters, and those masters are still today playing on Spotify hundreds of millions of time, right? So he's getting that streaming money, plus he's getting his royalties monies. And if you know anything about that, that money is going to feed him for the rest of his children's lifetime. You know what I'm saying? His
Yeah.
children's lifetime, which is amazing. Um, and I think the thing about it is we see him, we don't look at him like the Byron Allen. You guys are familiar with Byron Allen?
I think so. I feel like I know him, but I gotta see what he looks like to really know who you're talking about.
So he's a billionaire from media and entertainment.
Let me
And he's
see.
actually taken over um uh um the gentleman who Corbin show. Um but Byron he bought a couple media spaces. He's a billionaire. We don't look at him as we don't look at we because of the fact that we know his gritty come up. Think about it. 30 years ago, we were watching this guy hit the mainstream when he could have did it earlier, but he knew that Biggie is the one that's hot right now in Brooklyn, and that's my guy. So I'm gonna fall back. And once you know what I'm saying, once Biggie decides to go ahead and restructure his contract, because we didn't know Biggie was gonna die, but Jay-Z was still in the mix with him, and that was his boy. And so we needed somebody to come through from the Brooklyn side. Foxy Brown did the woman thing from Brooklyn. Lil Kim did too. And Junior Mafia tried, but Biggie wrote all the letters, so wrote all the lyrics. So the music died with him. Jay-Z came out, and just so happeningly, Tupac died the year before, which is 96, 30
Yeah.
years ago. Big died
Rest
in
in peace, man.
Big died in 97. So Jay was just starting to make it a name for him. Boom. He was like, okay, I'm gonna be serious about this. This is for entrepreneurs. When you find something that you're good at, yo, stick with it. If you're making little money, you're going to get promoted eventually, whether it's from man, God, or whoever. But when you get promoted, be serious about it, and then think about your exit strategy in an era. That's how I look at it with podcasting, right? I have a coaching business, but podcasting is what I'm doing right now because of the fact that it's paying, and I'm also reaching people. But I'm also letting this podcast let people know what type of business person I am. And that's what Jay did. He was in the music business, talked to money, cash, cars, clothes, but then he started talking about how he renegotiated his business deals. And then they were like, wait, what? Hold on. And then next thing you know, he went from a player to an owner, which what we think LeBron is going to do, because they want to bring those basketball teams to the NBA.
That'd be an interesting way to go.
Yeah, but before you can be, before you can be the king of anything, you got to serve something.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, I'm wondering about Beyonce. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe Beyonce didn't make an appearance at the picnic, man.
Oh, she was there, but he didn't want her to.
Oh, okay. We haven't really heard much from her lately either. She's kind of been radio silent too, hasn't she? She probably doing her touring though with her liquor and stuff, huh?
Nah, bro, she's a mother.
Well,
She's a full-blown mother.
though, is
She got
it?
3 kids. She got 3 kids.
Okay. Beyonce stay at home mother, huh? All right.
I look when she, do you know if she's our age, bro? Beyonce's our age. And
all these people are our age now.
Right. No, Jay-Z is up there. He's like, what? Jay-Z is 54. He's 54.
Is he 54?
Yeah,
okay.
10 years ahead of us. But
Gen X for real.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing about it is, you get 54, 44, and you got little kids. Like Blue Ivy is the same age as my daughter and son, 14. I'm gonna be around because things happen in that period of time in life. You know what I'm saying? And then her younger children, they need parental vision at all times too. That's what we
Bring the
do.
kids backstage.
Yeah,
Leave
but
them with
why?
security.
But I mean, but why? Why not just you've
I don't
already
know.
went
It
on
seemed like
tour?
it because it seemed like a special event for Jay-Z and his
Well,
coming back. That it would have been nice to do something with your wife too, who's
well,
just as big in entertainment as you are. Like bring her
now
out on stage with the kids while you're doing your spoken word. And let them people see who they're really talking about. A man and his family. Like would have
yeah,
drawn
that's
even
true.
more sympathy.
That's
I
true.
know how
He
to pull at
said
them heartstrings,
sympathy.
man.
But look,
No, I mean
man,
that's
you
I
know what I'm
felt that
saying?
nostalgia, but I felt kind of like, man, yeah, it's good to see him back because I haven't heard him since the Diddy trial, man.
Right, and that's one thing he was fighting. He said it in a I don't know, was it a complex interview? But one interview he spoke, he was like, that was the hardest year that he had to face because there's a woman coming out telling him, a woman claiming that he sexually, I'm sorry, I can't say that. He SA'd her, if you and his daughter is of age to be like, wait a minute, dad, is this true? So he got to explain to his daughter that this ain't happened. And
Yeah,
they saying this because they want to see him crucified because he's connected with this person only in business when they were friends and cool. But I'm pretty sure if this guy who's in jail, Diddy, did the things he did and the way he treated the people he did, I'm sure he has done that to some of his partners in the work industry that they were like, I don't want to be connected to this dude anymore. I'm cool.
Mhm.
pretty good
But
point.
that's my 2 cents. What you gotta say, Bobby?
Nothing on Jay Z. I
It's
used to listen to
rap.
him. Used to listen to him when I was younger. Don't care for him much now.
Who you care? Who you listening to now? You don't like Jay Z. You don't like LeBron. Who do we like? Who we listening to now? Do you like the Roots? Would you have listen to the Roots?
All of that was like a long time ago. I just don't listen to that now. It's not on my list now.
Talk about the Christian music.
Yep.
Yeah, the gospel. The gospel music be
Listen
hitting home.
to a lot of Forrest Frank. I love Forrest Frank. Kids love Forrest Frank. But yeah, we do a lot of praise and worship in the house, trying to keep everything positive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Nothing against them. I know that they're great in what they do. So a lot of very talented individuals. I got nothing
Sometimes,
negative to say.
yeah, sometimes I feel like I should try and be keeping track with the new artists that are coming out, but I don't know, man. It's something about the sound of the old school artists that keep me plugged in, kind of, I guess, right? If it weren't for them, I
Don't
probably wouldn't be listening to music at all.
don't get me wrong, because I listen to a couple of stations that play like the early 2000s music, and I listen to that when the kids are not in the car with me because it's nostalgic for me. Big pimpins being too cheap. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Where'd you go, Corey?
For
You
real.
signed off early?
Nah, I had to
There he is.
heartburn, so I had to go get some indigestion recovery.
That LeBron James conversation got that heart pumping, man. Got that heart
Man,
pumping.
the king had me cursing for a little bit. Excuse my language.
Hey,
People,
man. Yeah.
normally I don't do this. But look, let's wrap this thing up, y'all, because it's that time to wind things down. I want to give people back some time so they can meditate on the things we talked about. So, Bobby, talk to us. Let the people know what they can get from you.
Hey, listen, we appreciate you tuning in to Technically Speaking. If it's the first time that you've been with us, go ahead and comment, let us know where you're listening in from, where you're tuning in, and what platform you're watching us on. It all helps in all the data analytics that we look at behind the scenes to see exactly what's working and what's not. We're all for marketing and making ourselves better, along with increasing you and your family, making y'all better. So, hey, listen, too. Go ahead and let us know where you're listening from, and or if you're watching, that's cool too. If you have a topic that you think would be interesting to bring up for discussion, let us know. Put in the comments.
Hey, put it in the comment. Put it in the
Yeah, buddy.
chat.
Keep it clean, though. Keep it clean. We're not just talking about, don't just put any old thing up there. Keep it clean, people. This is a
Speaking of
somewhat Christian
clean,
show.
Dr. Poole, talk to the people.
Yep, I clean pools, swimming pools and spas, and you could
Ooh,
reach me at Oh, we don't have the plugs up here, man. Oh, that's too bad. But you can reach me at O_G_millennial. That's spelled MILLENNIAL.
ENNIAL.
Millennial. Yeah, there you go.
You
OG
got it?
Millennial, man. Check me out. I can give you some quotes on pools and spas. Also, Millennial Nation Worldwide. We're doing more talking on more stuff like this. Tune in on YouTube and Instagram, man. And Corey, what about you, bro?
So you already know who it is. It's your main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni. So check it out. If you're looking to go ahead take your business to the next level, or you're thinking about starting a business, you need coaching. That's no doubt about it. You need someone who's going to walk you through the process, who's going to let you know who is your customer and who's not your customer. And I'm that guy. So make sure you click in the description, book a free consultation. I'll give you one, maybe even 2 sessions to get you on your way, to make sure you can start getting paid for the thing that God gave you inside of you. Because guess what? That's the best way to do it. And on that note, we are out.
Hey, man. Peace. Be safe.
Yeah.
We're back, y'all. Welcome back.